Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Congratulations to each and every one of you who has cleared their CA Intermediate in January 25, and I am so proud of you, and I'd like to welcome you to the official CA Finalist community. And I hope that you have scored good and you have been given the gift of the results of your hard work, and officially it is the time to get into the practical aspect of CA, which is, trust me, it is the best aspect in life. It is the best part of your CA journey, and it is the most fruitful and learning phase. And I want to let you know that many people will tell you that it is a hunt, it is a struggle, it is articleship search struggle, but trust me, it can be beautiful, it can be wise, it can also be smooth if you follow all the correct steps. I'm telling you, my articleship hunt was pretty bad. I was struggling, I was crying every day, and that is why this video coming from me is going to help you out, because I will tell you what all not to do and how to apply correctly, how to make sure that you will land an interview. And with that, let us start right off. See, firstly, you have to understand one thing. With your CA articleship, it is just like a job hunt, but try to understand one thing: there's competition unmatched like any other field. Because there are a lot of candidates in your attempt only who would be aiming for Big Fours or Big Tens. And it's not just the Jan attempt. There are going to be students from May 24, September 24 also wanting to get into those firms. I'm not saying that they will be preferred, but if they have a good reference, they might get into the Big Fours or the Big Tens, but you may not. Now, it is a standard practice for any firm to hire the freshers, the fresh candidates, which is the Jan 25, correct? But there is no guarantee when it comes to reference. Also, there are candidates who haven't had any fault of their own because they had their college ongoing, and their university and some other colleges may not allow you to conduct your articleship alongside your college, right? So you may have a problem there where you might not get NOC. Hence, they had to delay their articleship start date. Therefore, it's not their fault, and maybe a senior sees it and they refer them and they get articleship. I've had a lot of people as my colleagues who had taken 1 year or some months break during their the phase when their results had come out and they had cleared and their college had to end. So during this phase, they try to enhance their CV by doing internships and everything, and they delayed their articleship joining date and their CA final attempt. So for Jan 25 candidates, the competition is going to be like it has always been. It has been tough for CA articleship, but there is a clear cut way wherein you can try and achieve your goals, but everything will require your hard work. Don't try to do smart work. Smart work doesn't work every time, and it sure as hell doesn't work in your CA articleship. So let's begin. I'm going to teach you 5 steps that you can do to aim your Big 4, Big 10 articleship. First is always going to be how to apply. I have had a whole lot of videos about how to apply. I've shared a lot of posts on LinkedIn, but today I'll talk in short so that this video doesn't get elongated, but it's going to be relevant, trust me. How to apply? There are 2 ways of applying. One, you see a post on LinkedIn, you straight away apply. Second, you act right, you see the post, you search for references, and then you apply. Doesn't matter if you cleared in your first attempt, doesn't matter if you cleared in your 7th attempt, you will require a reference because there's competition. I have had candidates who had cleared in the first attempt and they did not secure articleship, but the people who cleared in the 3rd or 4th attempt secured articleship in the same company. Why? Because they had better references. It's not just about references, it is about how your interviews go, how well is your CV drafted, things like that. But ultimately, the starting phase of any application for CA articleship starts with how you apply, right? So first thing is how to apply. You see a post, you say, oh, vacancy has come out, I have to apply ASAP. Doesn't matter that way. You have to wait. Apply in the morning so that the HRs have the time to review your profile, okay? Then applying via references always guarantee you an edge. Now references लेने कैसे हैं? References senior authority से seek करो. The reason only is when a senior is referring you, he will share the CV directly with the HR or probably the team where there is a need. For example, they will share a CV with a senior manager. Okay. Now, in these kind of situations, what happens is you have high chances of getting selected than a candidate who applied via the portal. All right. Since the pre-results drive is gone, I'm not going to talk about that. Even that is the way. But since your results have been announced, you can apply via references. Seek senior authorities' references, partners, directors, managers. Their references you should seek. Next is when you are applying, you send a cover letter, you send a CV. That is your second point, your cover letter and your CV. These are the two documents which every HR is going to view. The first step of your application process, once you've been referred, once the HR considers your profile, she is going to review your cover letter and your CV. Your cover letter might get ignored, but your CV will never get ignored. But you should work on both. Your cover letter is simply a letter wherein you describe your past experiences, you resonate those experiences with the requirements of the articleship firm. Suppose they want people who have good communication skills, good time management skills, and have leadership qualities, right? All these qualities are intrinsic to them. How to showcase that in your cover letter? You should share experiences in your life wherein you have had the opportunity to lead somewhere. It can be anything. It can be a dance competition where you were a leader, it can be a sports meet, it can be any of the events, it can also be some beauty pageant wherein you were able to express yourself, you are reflecting your participative nature. It all depends upon how you portray it. Simply just putting one line in CV that I participated in this is not going to help. Describe it through I enhanced my leadership skills, I enhanced my communication skills. That's what you put in the cover letter. And it is not just in the cover letter. You can also talk about these things in the interview. Suppose if the interviewer is asking you, how will you manage your time alongside studies and this? You can say that during my CA inter preparation or during even my 12th boards, I was a part of this and this society, I was a part of this and this club, and I used to manage my studies alongside this. That's how you answer questions, and that's how you write a cover letter also. You have to reflect all those things that you've mentioned in your CV, resonate them with the requirements, match them with the requirements, and explain to the HR why you are the perfect fit. All right. When you're applying via the portal also, you can submit a cover letter there. Even when you're cold emailing the HR, you can write that particular cover letter in your mail body, send that to the HR. It works. Trust me, it works. About your CV, your CV must be well structured, it must be in the proper format, it must be ATS friendly, it must have all the necessary details, be it your career objective, be it your education, your academic and professional education, be it your achievements. You should have at least 8 to 12 achievements with results so that you can stand out. Simply just writing I participated in this event doesn't matter. If suppose you were part of an organizing team of some PDC, some MUN, what you can simply write is that I was being a part of the marketing team of so and so event. We were with my inputs or with my efforts, I was able to attract 5 sponsors in a span of 1 week. Something like that you should write. What was the situation? What did you do? And what were the results? Write like that. Then after your achievements, you have to write your IT skills, technical skills. In your IT skills, technical skills, you have to just mention ITOC training completed, then basic knowledge of MS Office, write the 4 softwares. You have any other software, Tally, Canva, some editing app, Power BI, you can mention all of this. Then in your technical skills, you can also mention your basic knowledge of taxation law, company law, accounting and auditing standards. All of this you can mention. Then soft skills, I generally recommend that you write your soft skills in your personal information because it takes a lot of space on the CV. And to make it a one page, write the qualities as your soft skills. You can write time management, money management, communication, interpersonal, all these skills you can mention. Then you can mention your date of birth. Father's name is not required. You can write your hobbies because once you've mentioned your hobbies, you are able to communicate with the interviewer that suppose if they ask you, how do you maintain work-life balance as of now? How do you think you will maintain work-life balance? You can say that even during my 12th boards, I was a part of so and so club. I was a part of so and so sports. I was participating in so and so. As you can see in my hobbies, I've never left my hobby. It doesn't matter even if it is not relevant to the job, but it is always going to be relevant to discuss with the HR or with the interviewer. That's how you are supposed to talk with the interviewer. Now, the third point is you preparing for the interviews. I'm telling you, there are going to be 5 rounds, maximum 5 rounds, minimum 1 round. That happened for most of us during the May 24 results hiring. First round is your HR round, then comes your assessment, it may or may not come, then comes your GD, it may or may not come. Technical round with either of the managers or maybe some other interviewer, and then the last is your partner round or director round. Okay, you might have both also. There is no surety as to how many rounds you will have. It depends about the company, honestly, and the domain also. Then, how to prepare for all these rounds. I will try to make a video for GD separately, but for the rest, the remaining rounds, you should focus on the domain, which domain you're applying in. You should also focus on the fact that you know your CV well. Then some commonly asked questions like your introduction. The HR will always ask for introduction. Even the interviewer can ask for introduction. Why our firm? Why not another firm? If you're planning in Big Fours, then why EY? Why not any other Big Four? Then you can also be asked why CA, why statutory audit, why not internal audit. All these are separate questions. You can be asked any of these questions. These are the most commonly asked questions during your like non-technical questions you can ask me. CV related, any question can be asked regarding your CV. Then managerial questions, personality-based questions. For example, you can be asked that why, how will you manage your time, how will are you planning on staying here in a PG or what. Then you can be asked, are you open for obstetrician audits, are you open for long booking hours. All these questions you can be asked in the interview. Then about your assessment tests, the assessment tests are always going to be a domain related. 5 things keep in mind for assessment test. One is your domain related, then is your English, then is your logical reasoning, current affairs, and personality based questions. These all accommodate any assessment test which is for CA articleship. Now, talking about the fourth point, how to approach after an interview, which is the biggest doubt I have ever heard from a CA article who is wanting to be into Big Fours or Big Tens. See, when you've given an interview, take your time. It's okay, it's fine. When you've taken the interview, take at least 1 week to message the HR. If that 1 week is on a weekend, try messaging the HR on Monday. Okay, like suppose if the 1 week completes on Friday. So, what you can do is message them on Wednesday or message on Monday. But maintain a gap of 5 to 7 days. All right. Then, whenever they reject you, if they reject you, please ask them why so that you can improve upon yourself. Okay. And take a note of the HR. You can apply same. You can apply again whenever there's a vacancy. It's okay. You can apply again. It doesn't mean if you're rejected once, you cannot apply again in the same company. You can. Furthermore, whenever your interviews go, it is a standard practice for you to thank the HR. I don't say it's required, but it is a good gesture so that even the HR remembers that you were interviewed and she has to give you a status update. You can do that. Later on, even when you have inquired and they say that they will let you know, ask them for a specified date that when should I get back to you, when will you get back on, will you get back to me, things like that you should take care of. Next is the fifth point, which is something I feel that everybody should know. What if we get rejected? If you get rejected, doesn't matter, keep applying. Don't stop until you get where you want to be. Okay, it doesn't matter if you get rejected, it doesn't matter if it is the same company, you can apply again. You can apply in multiple locations, multiple domains within the same company at the same time. It is a mere practice of every aspirant who wants to get into the Big Fours or the Big Tens. Furthermore, cold emailing is a method which I cannot appreciate less. Cold emailing say you will definitely get into the Big Fours. At least you will get your first interviews because it is the HRs who will schedule your interviews, correct? So You have to make sure that you are seen. Message every Monday, mail every Monday. Now you'll say that दीदी आपने सबको बोल दिया, अब सब करेंगे. Trust me, nobody has the patience, nobody has the dedication. Even I skipped 1 or 2 Mondays in between, but not more than 1 or 2 because I wanted desperately to get into the Big Fours. And I'm sure that there will be other Anshikas who would want to get into the Big Fours also. So try, keep trying, don't give up. Cold emailing is a very effective method. Share a proper cover letter, proper subject line with the location, the domain. Furthermore, also a good CV is going to make all the impact. Try references, even if cold emailing is not working out, try references. At the end of the day, something will work out for you, and that is a perfect recipe how to apply. Your results have just come around. I've given you all the tips how to apply, how to make sure you land interviews. My video about how to get into the Big Fours is a very detailed video, and I recommend watching that video over any other video that I ever create because that is a full-fledged video. However, here I'm talking about the tips how you can apply. Me telling you the CV related things, me telling you regarding the interviews, me telling you what can be asked, all these things are going to help you, but that video gives you a clear instruction about what are the ways of applying, okay, how to apply. This gives you how you can make sure you get interviews, how you make sure you can get into the Big Fours, how you can really get into the articleship. And this video is specifically for Jan candidates because your competition is all time high because of the previous attempt students as well. And I hope you all the best. And if you have any queries, please feel free to comment down below. Also, I'd like to apologize for the last video about your predicted results. I misspoke there. I spoke that May 24 candidates had a lower percentage, but September ones had a higher percentage. I got it all wrong in my head. I apologize for that. What I was trying to tell you is May 24 had a high pass percentage, but September ones had a low pass percentage. However, this was not what I was expecting in Jan 25. So all the very best, guys. If you have any doubts, please feel free to message here, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, comment down here, and I will gladly be back with you on the same. Have a good time. Bye bye. Take care.